City of Serene Reflections is an evocative painting that combines elements of the abstract with suggestive forms, creating a dreamlike portrayal of an urban landscape bathed in soft, glowing light. The painting draws the viewer into a tranquil scene where the interplay of light and color creates a reflective, almost meditative atmosphere. The composition is rich with delicate brushwork and harmonious color transitions that evoke a sense of peace and contemplation. The scene is dominated by a palette of cool blues and warm, glowing pastels. These colors blend seamlessly across the canvas, suggesting the softness of dawn or the gentle fading of daylight into evening. The central focus of the painting is the interaction between the city skyline and its reflection on a body of water, creating a mirrored effect that enhances the painting's theme of reflection, both literal and metaphorical. The city itself is depicted in a loose, impressionistic style, with buildings and structures emerging subtly from the background. These forms are not sharply defined, but rather suggested through varying shades and strokes, giving the skyline a misty, almost ethereal quality. The buildings seem to rise and dissolve into the sky, their forms softened by the diffuse light that envelops the entire scene. This soft blending of architecture and atmosphere blurs the boundaries between the solid and the intangible, reinforcing the painting's serene and introspective mood. The sky occupies a significant portion of the upper canvas, filled with soft, swirling clouds that reflect the colors of the setting or rising sun. The light in the sky is gentle and diffuse, with pastel shades of pink, peach, and soft yellow that melt into the cooler blues and purples. This soft light not only bathes the city in a warm glow, but also reflects off the surface of the water below, creating a shimmering effect that enhances the painting's sense of tranquility. The water in the foreground acts as a mirror, reflecting the colors and forms of the sky and city. This reflection is rendered with the same loose, impressionistic technique, where the colors blur and blend, giving the water a sense of movement and fluidity. The reflected light on the water creates a path that draws the viewer's eye from the foreground into the distance, inviting them to explore the depths of the scene. Amidst the abstraction, there are small details that anchor the scene in reality, such as hints of greenery near the water's edge, adding a touch of nature to the otherwise urban landscape. These small, isolated patches of vegetation introduce a sense of life and growth, contrasting with the more static, reflective elements of the composition. The brushwork in City of Serene Reflections is varied and expressive, contributing to the painting's overall texture and mood. Broad, sweeping strokes are used to convey the vastness of the sky and water, while finer, more intricate brush strokes are employed to suggest the details of the buildings and their reflections. The use of these different techniques creates a sense of depth and layering, adding to the painting's atmospheric quality. Light plays a central role in this painting, not only in its depiction, but also in how it affects the overall mood and tone. The light here is soft and enveloping, diffusing through the sky and reflecting off the water, creating a cohesive, glowing effect that ties the entire composition together. This light suggests a time of day that is quiet and contemplative, perhaps the early morning hours before the city awakens, or the peaceful moments of twilight as the day draws to a close. The emotional resonance of City of Serene Reflections lies in its ability to evoke a sense of calm and introspection. The blending of light and color, the soft focus on forms, and the reflective water all work together to create a mood that is both peaceful and slightly melancholic. The painting seems to capture a moment of stillness and beauty, inviting the viewer to pause and reflect, much like the water reflects the city and sky. This painting can be interpreted in various ways, depending on the viewer's perspective. It might be seen as a literal depiction of a cityscape at dawn or dusk, or as a more symbolic representation of the relationship between the natural and urban environments, the interplay between light and shadow, or the balance between movement and stillness. The abstract quality of the painting allows for these multiple interpretations, making it a deeply personal and engaging piece of art. In conclusion, City of Serene Reflections is a beautifully atmospheric painting that captures the viewer's imagination through its masterful use of color, light, and texture. The painting's abstract yet evocative composition creates a tranquil, reflective mood that invites contemplation and introspection. Whether viewed as a representation of an urban landscape at a specific time of day, or as a metaphor for broader themes of reflection and tranquility, this painting offers a rich and rewarding experience for those who immerse themselves in its serene world. I hope you can enjoy this piece as I enjoyed making it.